Alright, I'm Matt Timlin and I taught Intro to Contact Style PuppyHammer. In this class we went over 3 basic moves which are the foundation for pretty much all contact for PuppyHammer. The moves were called zigging, rotors, and pirouettes, or Jesus pirouettes as some call them. Zigging is when you're holding one poi knot and the far shoulder knot, so you have one shoulder knot in the middle, keeping tension between them. Remember to keep tension, that's important. You're going to have the long side over your head and the short poi knot spinning below, almost like you're stirring a pot with it. Keeping tension, it makes that Z shape, hence the name zigging. After that, we went over rotors, which come from holding both shoulder knots. Doesn't necessarily matter if it's which grip, thumb lead, pinky lead, a mix of both. I find having palm up and palm down to work. The key here is to have your leading hand, leading meaning if I'm turning to my left, it'll be my left hand, and your leading hand staying still, keeping its home base on its native knot, and your trailing hand doing all of the work. And remember to keep it above your head. It looks like this. Turning, and you make this cranking motion with your arms. You'll notice how my left is just staying at its knot and my right is doing all of the cranking motion. It's almost like a giant wheel above your head. If it's going in front of you or behind, it might not be over your head, as I demonstrated. If I hold it out here, both go away from me. If I hold it behind my head, both go behind me. Keep it above your head. The last foundation we did were pirouettes. To do that, you hold one poi knot, keep your arms 180 degrees apart. You're going to want to bring them in, don't do it. Keep them straight out. You're still going to bring them in, keep them straight out every time. You want to throw the whole length of the hammer around till it wraps up. You won't quite be able to reach the poi knot, that's okay. You flick the side you were just holding, and the centrifugal force will pull it back, will pull the other poi knot into your hand. And you continue to do that around yourself, like so. 1, 2, 3. This is when spotting helps. If you are a dancer and know that term, keep yourself from getting dizzy. That means that I'm looking at you, I'll turn and find an anchor point there with my eyes. We learned how to go between those 3. So from zigging, you can go into pirouette, back to zigging, to rotors, pirouettes, and some of the advanced people, we also briefly touched upon neck rolls, which comes from the pirouette, but instead you just have it land on your neck. You give it a little flick. And we also briefly covered going from a rotor, letting it travel down your arm
and onto your back.
And that's a quick recap. All right, thank you everyone. So I forgot to show you how to holster your hammer through contact after you're done. So if you're going like you're going to do a pirouette, instead of putting it on your body, you put it on your shoulder and catch it as it comes around. Grab the head that was traveling around your body, feed it around your back and through this space that you create, and you're good to go. And to get out of it, you have your nest side, so you take your hand and you just pull it straight out. You can go right back into contact. There you go.